I used to belong here.
That now even her whisper cracked. Once, Lena's name had graced the posters of the local music hall. Her voice, soft, soulful, unforgettable, carried through every corner of the town. But 5 years ago, a car accident stole more than her confidence. It scarred her throat, leaving her voice fragile, unpredictable, almost gone. She tried to sing again, but every note came out wrong. Thin, broken, haunting. So she stopped trying. Now, she works the morning shift at Harbour Diner, pouring coffee for strangers who sometimes recognize her face but never mention it. One morning, a man with kind eyes and a small child sat in her section. The man smiled. "You're Lena Porter, right? You used to sing here. My wife loved your music." Lena forced a small smile. "Used to," she said, quietly placing their coffee down. The little girl, Nora, looked up from her pancakes. "My dad teaches music now. He says voices can heal, even when they sound different." Lena's throat tightened. She nodded politely, but inside she felt the old ache, the one that never left. That evening, when the diner closed, Lena walked along the pier. The ocean wind was cold, but the sound of distant waves almost felt like applause. Faint, fading, yet familiar. She whispered to herself, "You don't heal by hiding, Lena. You just get quieter." But she didn't believe it. Not yet. A week later, Tom returned to the diner, alone this time. He ordered his usual coffee, then slid a small flyer across the counter. "Community music night, open stage for all ages. You should come," he said. "Just to listen." Lena chuckled dryly. "I don't sing anymore." "Then just listen," he said with a kind smile. Sometimes that's how it starts. That Saturday, Lena sat at the back of the theatre she once called home. Children sang off-key. Elderly men played guitars that were slightly out of tune. The room was imperfect and beautiful. Then, Nora stepped onto the stage with a ukulele and said, "This song's for my mom, and for anyone who lost their voice but still wants to be heard." She began to play, softly, shyly, a melody Lena instantly recognized. It was her song, the one Lena wrote years ago and never finished. Her hands trembled. Her chest ached. Tears welled in her eyes. Tom, standing near the stage, looked toward her, as if to say, "See? It's still alive." The crowd clapped gently when Nora finished, and the host asked, "Anyone else want to share something tonight?" Lena froze. Her heart raced. Her throat, that fragile reminder of everything she lost, felt tight but alive. Tom saw the hesitation, walked toward her, and quietly said, "It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours." Slowly, Lena stood. The room grew silent as she stepped up to the microphone. Every step echoed like a heartbeat. Her fingers brushed against the cold metal of the mic stand. For a moment, she just breathed. Then, she began to hum, low, unsteady, almost whispering. The same tune Nora had played. Her voice cracked, but no one flinched, so she kept going. The notes wavered, but emotion filled every imperfect sound. By the final verse, her voice, broken, tender, raw, rose above the silence like a confession. When she finished, no one clapped right away. They just watched her, tears glistening in their eyes, as she lowered her head, exhaling years of shame and fear. Then came the applause. Not loud, not forced, but real. It wasn't for perfection. It was for courage. After the show, Nora ran up and hugged Lena. "You sounded beautiful," she said softly, like someone finding their way home. Tom smiled from a distance, nodding with quiet pride. That night, Lena walked home beneath the harbour lights, her breath visible in the cold air. For the first time in years, she didn't feel like a ghost of who she once was. She felt alive, imperfectly, painfully, but alive. In her small apartment, she took out her old notebook, dusted off the cover, and wrote, "I thought my voice was gone, that maybe it was just waiting for me to listen again." Even when life silences you, your soul still remembers the song it was meant to sing. If this story moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs a little hope today. And if you believe in stories that heal, inspire, and remind us we're never alone, follow I Spire Stories for more.